And muscles, part one, part two of part one. Basically, the last few slides of muscles, part one, flip notes. So remember, we said tetanus is when the stimuli is so rapid the muscle remains contracted. There is no relaxation. So when you get Clostridium tetani, the toxin from Clostridium tetanus causes the muscles to stay contracted. So your whole body contracts, and eventually the heart contracts, stays there, and doesn't pump, and you die. All right, recruitment. Now, here we have in the background what type of muscle fibers? You better said skeletal. Yeah, skeletal muscle fibers. They're parallel. They've got a lot of nuclei per cell. Each one of those long fibers is a cell. A muscle fiber is a cell. And you can see their striations. You know, those striations are where the actin and myosin cross. Okay, so since motor units, what I'm reading right off here verbatim, are recruited gradually, muscle movement is smooth and not jerky. So I'll start recruiting 1, 2, 3 little muscle fibers until I get enough to start picking up whatever I'm picking up. And then I'll gradually keep recruiting those to make it a smooth motion. If I recruit 1,000 muscle fibers at once and I'm picking up something super light, I'd probably pop myself in the face because I'd be going too fast. So recruitment is recruiting. So like if I need people to push a car, one person can't push it, if I get 3 or 4 people, the car is pushing well. If I get 20 people, probably pushing it too fast for the little area we're pushing in. So we recruit muscle fibers like we recruit muscles in terms of helping hands. So increasing the number of motor units being activated. A motor unit is defined as the muscle fibers being innervated by a certain nerve. So one nerve will activate a few muscle fibers. And it's related to the amount of force needed. So what is muscle tone? Muscle tone, if you're tone, you say, man, I'm tone. That means you can stand there and your muscles look good. They make you look good because they're constantly firing at a rate where you got some slight muscle contraction at all times. So that provides you with a, a well fit physique. Isotonic contractions. Iso means same, tonic means tone. So if I use the same tone and my muscle's moving, okay, same amount of force, but my muscle moves, that's an isotonic. That's like picking up a pencil or a pen, something light, and a smooth movement of it. That's an isotonic contraction using the same muscle tone the whole way up. So A represent isotonic contraction. B, the guy's flexing his muscles, and he's flexing a ton of them. As you can see, the floor or whatever it's attached to is not moving because he's anchored down there, but he's flexing them. So he's got the same amount of force, so it's iso, but the distance is moving the same. It's not moving at all, right? It stays the same. So what term means distance? Okay, if you said metric, you're good. So isometric contractions means you're flexing, but that muscle's not moving. Not a meter, not an inch, not a millimeter. I mean, there might be a little wiggle down there, stretch of the cord, but not much. All right, fast twitch versus slow twitch. White meat versus dark meat. Fast twitch muscles, they move fast. That's why they're called fast twitch. They flex rapidly, but they also run out of oxygen rapidly. So that's why sprinters can sprint like 100 meters, boom, no problem. But you have them keep that pace up for, say, a half a mile, they're dead. They can't do it. The fast twitch muscle will not do it. Slow twitch muscle is dark meat. Dark meat, some people like the taste of dark meat because it tastes more moist. Dark meat is dark because of something called myoglobin. That word right there, myoglobin, should be big and bold. I didn't make it as big and bold as I should have. It just fits in there. But myoglobin is kind of like hemoglobin. You've heard of hemoglobin. That's what's in red blood cells to hold the iron. Myoglobin, same sort of scenario. It's an iron-containing protein embedded within the muscle, the slow twitch muscle, which holds a lot of oxygen and allows the muscle to perform longer. The problem with it is, because it's there, it's like you carrying a backpack, a big heavy backpack with all your supplies. Yeah, you can travel a lot further because you got all that water, so you can travel across the desert further than someone without the water, but you can't go as fast because that stuff weighs a lot of weight. So it gets in the way. So the myoglobin gets in the way of fast twitch. It makes the muscle twitch slower, but it enables it to keep going. Okay, one way we keep cool, other than our superficial blood vessels constricting to keep the heat in, is we also shiver our muscles. And that releases heat. In many ways, it burns the fuel, and it also causes friction and makes the blood move faster. So that's one way we try to, as endothermic organisms, we try to keep our body temperature regulated. And that's it. That's the end. So study for muscles part 1 test. And this is the short unit. It's only going to be a 1 week unit because it's short stuff. So study it.